Hey guys, Dusty here. Today I'll be giving a very brief overview of most of the heavy hitters in the Hoka 2024 lineup. And this is by no means a full review into each of the shoes. These are just the ones that I've either had experience running in or the ones that I could get my hands on today. And with that being said, let's get things kicked off with an awesome shoe, the Hoka Mach 6. So this is a neutral road running shoe. Probably skews a bit more towards the performance side of things. It's a very versatile shoe in the sense that you can do everything from short easy runs, long runs, and then a lot of your speed work in between. The previous two versions of the shoe were home runs, and this one has been improved upon even compared to the last two versions. Also, because there's been rubber added to this outsole, you're going to get a much longer durability compared to those previous two versions. So a great first option from Hoka. Next up, we have a classic daily trainer, the Clifton 9. So this shoe is going to be great for your daily training, aka easy runs, long runs. The shoe fits great, feels great, has a very soft cushion to it. Again, this is a neutral road running shoe. However, like most of the other Hokas, they all have a wide base, and this is just going to inherently make their neutral support shoes much more stable feeling. Overall, the Clifton 9 is a great daily trainer, comes in a bunch of colors, is also available in waterproof and widths, I believe. And if I had to pick one daily trainer to use from Hoka, it would be the Clifton. Next up, we have the big one, the Bondi 8. So this shoe is probably Hoka's best-selling shoe. First of all, when it comes to a walking shoe, especially in this area, like 9 times out of 10, those people are looking for or already have a pair of Bondis. This shoe has a ton of support and cushioning, and people seem to really gravitate towards it when it comes time for a walking shoe. Also, people that are on their feet all day, like nurses, a lot of them will be in a pair of Bondis. For me personally, I find the Clifton to be a bit more runnable than the Bondi. I think this is just too much shoe for myself personally, but don't let me deter you. This is Hoka's most popular shoe for a reason. And another thing I'll mention is this shoe comes in a ton of different colors as well as widths. All right, next up is a really exciting shoe. This is the Skyward X. I've only done a few runs in the shoe so far, but I've been totally loving it. This shoe, I believe, replaced the Bondi X, which was a carbon-plated version of the Bondi. But this is an interesting shoe, fits into the super trainer category. It's very expensive. The stack height is unbelievably high. There's a ton of midsole to this shoe. Decently supportive for how much stack height it has. And if you're looking for, say, a premium experience for your long and easy runs, definitely check out the Skyward X. Next up, we have a couple of trail options. This is the Challenger 7, and I would more so call the Challenger a door to trail shoe. You're not going to want to take this on really hardcore or sloppy trails, say trails that have a lot of snow or mud. This shoe just isn't going to grip quite as well as the next shoe that I'm going to show you. And because the lugs on the bottom of the shoe are pretty mild, this makes a great door to trail shoe, meaning the shoe can handle pavement no problem as you go and get to your trails. And I often tell people that the Challenger is essentially a Clifton, but with a more trail outsole. Now we have the Speedgoat 5, probably one of Hoka's best-selling trail shoes. This thing is ultra cushioned, decently aggressive, has a Vibram outsole. It's comfy, it's durable, it's super grippy, comes in a waterproof version, comes in widths if you need it. Overall, great shoe for the trails, especially if you want some cushion out there. Now we'll get into two of the max cushioned racing options. First off, we have the Rocket X2. Fantastic shoe, cushion is great. This thing is fast. It's actually my shoe of the year for 2023. I have a lot of miles on this pair. A lot of good memories running fast, racing well in this shoe. And then we have another max cushioned carbon plated racing shoe to Hoka, the Cielo X1. Again, like the Rocket X2, I have a decent amount of miles on my pair. I also had a good race result in my pair where I went 109 in the half marathon for the first time. And overall, this shoe is packed with everything, has nice foam, has a very aggressive rocker geometry, has a carbon plate. My only complaint about this shoe is it's a little bit on the heavy end when you compare it to some of the other super shoes out there. I think if Hoka could make this shoe about an ounce lighter, this shoe would be totally unbelievable. But even with the weight issue aside, this shoe is a ton of fun to run in. And if you enjoy running in a shoe that has an aggressive rocker, comes with all the bells and whistles, definitely check out the Cielo X1. And lastly, just to add it in because I love them so much, these are my Hoka slides. You don't have to get black. They're available in a bunch of fun colors. But overall, this slide is so comfortable, so soft, and it's usually the first thing I put on if I'm going out and about after a long run. So there it is. That's a quick rundown of some of the major shoes for Hoka in 2024. If you have any questions about any of the shoes, leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. And if you're curious about picking any pairs up for yourself, I'll put a link down below in the description. Like always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. 9 times out of 10, those people are looking for those people are looking for or are already in